Welcome back, guys, to Professor Layton and Pandora's box, where last episode, meeting new passengers aboard the Molentary Express, riding until its next destination, we took a peek into the higher class seating and were enlisted by Sammy to help put out some flowers to put us to sleep. With our carriage switched to another track, we now find ourselves pulling into a new location at night, Folsense.
This place gives me goosebumps.
Yes, I'd second that.
I'm sticking close to you two. Oh, these must be pictures of the town.
Indeed, and old ones from the look of it. Judging by their condition, I'd say they're at least 30 years old.
Wow. How'd you know? Oh, that's right. You're an archaeologist. Of course you'd know.
Now, Luke, don't tell me you actually forgot. Well, we'd best press on. What on earth?
Professor, what was that?
Let's go. Oh. Oh my.
What was that?
Oh. Just what is going on here?
I don't know, but it's strange.
That is a mystery. One other mystery is the fact that a man with two kids under his charge will just run into the obvious woo-woo danger. You silly man, you. Get him out of there.
Following rumors of the Elysian box, the Professor, Luke, and Flora set foot in a strange town. But cautious as they were, nothing could have prepared them for the events to follow.
Sure, I'll save. Nothing could go wrong, right? How many puzzles did I miss on the way? Did Mrs. Riddle Granny get got? Notice how no one that we've been with in the trips thus far was on the back parts of the train. Chapter 4, the Phantom Town of Folsense. So this is the Phantom Town we heard about, huh? It's like something from a horror film. I find the place unsettling too, but we mustn't let that keep us from our investigation. Who knows what kind of valuable information we might find here about the Elysian box. The Professor, Luke, and Flora decide to walk around town. And he got off. Postman's here. Oh, fancy running into you here. Hello, howdy, hi, and all that. Hey, you're... The postman, yep. I've got post to deliver here, but it's always dark when I come, so it takes forever. No wonder the people here always seem so on edge. Well, that's all the more reason for me to bring a little sunshine into everyone's life with a post. Wow, you didn't even let us all the way out here. I certainly do, and I have a schedule to keep while doing it. So on that note, I'll be off. See you around. You see, our friend the postman works a very, very wide area for delivery. But how can he cover Dropstone and Folsense every single day? Two towns are so far apart, it would be simply impossible. You may think so, Luke, but our world is full of inexplicable phenomena. This is but one of many. I suppose so. Sure, that bronze statue appears to be well cared for. These marble railings bespeak a level of polish. I'm finding a few hint coins to replenish. Wow, the electricity bill for this place must be huge. That's not what I've really been thinking about. Professor, the train still stopped in the station, but there's not a soul in sight. Then it seems we have no choice but to remain in town. All the more reason to proceed with our investigation of the area. I suppose so. Okay, let's keep looking. Right. Big mystery. Are you alright there, Flora? You don't look well. I'm not sure. I just started feeling sick all of a sudden. You're as white as a sheet. We'll find a place for you to rest straight away. Give us some tea. Well, I don't see any hotels. If there were any, you'd think there'd be a sign or something. Despite the lack of advertising, I say one of those buildings over there is a hotel. The Professor, Luke, and Flora decide to seek out a hotel. There's always going to be a hint train where there's loads of windows. Hint train. Hint coin. Nope. Puzzle 61. Where's the hotel? Near the town train station are 4 buildings standing in a row. One of these 4 is supposedly the local hostel, or hotel even, though it lacks a sign. Even so, if you study the area carefully, you should be able to tell which of the buildings is the hotel. Can you work out which of these 4 buildings is the hotel? By just looking at them? I mean, the green one? Yes. I could tell that may or may not be hotel. This doesn't sound like a puzzle to me. Not like I can look at them any better. Study the area carefully. Are hotels not allowed to have weather vanes on them? There's a lot of smoke coming out the chimneys of the thing on the left, which kind of hints that there's multiple people staying there and like getting things going. But it could also be an industrial place that's like working away. It's got a variety of rooms with people with lights on and in them, so that hints at good, I guess. I'd say it's probably not C with the 2 doors. And only the top floor with lights on with people in it. Weirdly, I feel like a hotel would be the biggest building of the lot. Looks like a lobby after all. I mean, there's not oftentimes chimneys in a hotel. So green looks the one for me. As in, like, you know, people having a fireplace in your room. So study the 4 buildings carefully and the answer will present itself. Thanks. Does one of them say hotel? I'm like, is it the light patterns? Are the lights spelling something? Are the lights directing us someplace? The lights have to mean something now. Is it the lights or the lack of lights? Okay, I'm imagining that. Okay, cool. It is late at night now. I just thought that one of the lights flickered on and off. Now I truly am in the Fury, the land of conspiracy. Some really weird stuff going on with the place, like... The windows on the C building look like one's bricked up, one's going sideways, and one's going upwards. Oh my god. Never mind. I got it now, it's C. Oh my god. That was the puzzle. There's no sign, but there is something else. It literally says hotel. Oh my god. Oh, that's so good. It's even better in the memo mode. You can see even more. H-O-T-E-L. It's just there. It's literally written.
Here goes. That was almost too easy.
It was right, the hint though, wasn't it? Just look at them and you'll find out in the end. That's right, the windows, the clock, and the door of building C spell out the word hotel. Bizarre. You got the ingredient Dream Fluff. Use it to create new blends. And puzzle 61 was the hotel. It's now in your puzzle index. How are you doing, Flora? Any better? A little bit. I think there was some rest. I'll be back to my old self. Flora, Luke and I are going back out to learn more about this town. Why don't you stay here for a while and rest? Yes, take it easy for a while, Flora. We'll be back before long. Thanks, Luke. Be careful out there. You too, Professor. Do you think Flora's going to be okay? I wouldn't fret too much, Luke. She may just be exhausted from our long journey. I think our best course of action is to gather whatever information we can and hurry back to the hotel. After all, a gentleman never keeps a lady waiting. Did we book in? Flora's left the group for now. The Professor and Luke decide to explore the strange new town. There's a guy right there. But I need to stop you guys being flabby. When the hamster makes contact with this tiny little light bulb, it flashes, causing your hamster's friend to dash in the direction he's facing until he runs into something. So you don't get... Okay. How can I force you to go a distance? That is the question now.
Got any snacks around here?
Depends if you
Don't
go
hold
up
out on me.
or right at the start. No, you went right. How dare you? So if you're gonna go right first. Do you think you get stuck there in the end? Those another 3 spots, maybe. Let's see how this works.
I'm not so good at moving and stuff.
Okay, you deliberately... Oh, okay. You deliberately go round that. So we need to force you into it.
Got any snacks around here? Don't hold out on me.
Okay, now will it go to the flower because it's 3 away? Yes. We forced you to run. A long distance, in fact. We found a use for the block. We used the light. We actually got you going 19 steps. You won't be flabby anymore.
I think I'm getting the hang of this walking thing.
There we went from 4 to 3. What are you now? Chubby. We need to go... Oh. You need to
Got
go
any
18
snacks
steps,
around here?
which
Don't
we
hold
can...
out on me.
We've already managed. So let's make you run again. We already had the goal. So we'd go to the apple over anything else. That's an interesting thing here, because we can keep this kind of pattern going. And put something down, slightly down to the left.
Hey! Suddenly I've got energy to spare.
You've got energy to spare now. I'm getting you fighting fit. You're no longer chubby, you are chunky. And it's 24 next. I probably should make some new tea. But we'll leave that until someone actually wants some tea, I don't know. Good evening, sirs. I do hope the young lady travelling with you feels better soon. Thanks. So I take it that's going up to our room. And there's a puzzle within it. What an elegant flower. And it smells so nice. While we're on the subject of flowers, tell me, Luke, have you ever heard this puzzle? 62. Smell the roses again. Oh, I like this puzzle, though. Can't fail it. Nothing smells quite as sweet as freshly cut roses. Can you fill the room with their delightful fragrance? Touch a square of your stylus to place a rose. The fragrance of each rose reaches 2 squares in all directions but can't penetrate walls. If the fragrance of 2 or more roses overlap, the resulting smell will be overpowering, so make sure to keep your roses spaced out. Touch an existing rose to remove it. There then? No, I don't know where I clicked. There. I see my issue already beginning. I guess that will work for that section. And that fills in there, that fills in there. That won't work because I still need 1 extra there. 2 there. That's right in a wall as well. Let's just shuffle them all over a little bit more. This one in the corner's being a bit naughty. There's a little bit more to move around on this one. Mainly because of what this rose here does. Let's go with that. Looking good. Okay, so that meets up with the one that's down there. It's a bit more trickier this one than I thought. Always one spot that kind of gets subsumed by what we got going on here. One off there. It's 1 square. So is it the middle? Is it this bit I can move? No. It's this one interacting. No.
Just leave it to me.
When you complete it, and you go,
cake.
Why? Oh, okay, I did it. With those roses in place, the whole room will smell great. There we are. That takes care of that puzzle. Nothing creates a feeling of tranquility in a room quite like a fresh bouquet. I'll say, those flowers in the Molentary Express's deluxe rooms really relaxed me. Ah yes, the ones that the conductor placed in the rooms were very soothing. And of course, it's so obvious I can't imagine why I didn't think of it until now. What do you mean, Professor? Luke, think back to when that train carriage switched tracks. Can you remember anything? Well, honestly, I don't remember much. I dozed off during all that, so everything's a bit foggy. Of course it is. The sudden sleepiness we experienced was no coincidence. Furthermore, I don't believe it was mere chance that we awoke upon our arrival in Folsense. No, I'd say our little nap was part of a larger plan. What plan would that be? Were I to venture a guess, I'd say Sammy's roses contained some kind of extra ingredient, which sent everyone to sleep so that one of the carriages could switch tracks. Precisely, my boy. I'll wager that only those riding in the deluxe carriage were taken away to Folsense. So there's some kind of secret scent. You're right, there's something about flowers that's really relaxing. Yeah, the drugs. This is nowhere near as soft as the one on the train. Is that what we should complain about? Evidently, yes. That's a huge mirror, not a single streak on it. I'll be here resting. You two be careful out there. We will, Flora. Do feel better soon. Oh, we got some hint coins out of the place. Another puzzle. Surprised me there's hint coins all over here, but I gotta say there's not too many. Never seen a lobby like this before, indeed. Places that stand out as somewhere to full-on click to get a coin. Everything I've seen leads me to believe that Dr. Schrader visited Folsense. The Elysium box and the facts we need to solve the mystery of this death are close by, I'm sure of it. Do you think whoever stole the Elysium box might be hiding as well? Hiding here? It's still too early to tell. I'll know more if we can work out why Dr. Schrader ventured out here in the first place. Now our best course of action is to search for anything connected to the Elysium box. Let's get to it then. Lead the way, Professor. Right, the question is, where can I go? So if I click in between there, but the hotel thing's a bit harder to see now. Where can we go from here? Mark my words, Samuel, it's here in this town, I can guarantee that. You're going to scour every inch of this place and bring it back to me as soon as you find it, okay? Oh, come on, Uncle. Do you really think it's everything people say it is? I don't know, it kind of sounds like a load of baloney to me. Are my ears playing tricks on me? Could have sworn you just told me that my information was wrong. You're in no position to be lecturing me on the subject. Now get out there and start looking. Okay, no need to blow a gasket, I'm going. What do you think Mr. Beluga and the train conductor were talking about, Professor? It would appear that they too are out on the hunt for something. Oh, Professor, what on earth could that be? A mysterious, incredibly locked book. It's some strange sort of book. Perhaps someone dropped it while running about town. Yikes, take a picture of this crazy symbol on the cover. Let's have a look. The symbol seems to be in the shape of a goat. Well, whatever it is, it gives me the heebie-jeebies, but I do wonder what's written inside. It's hard to tell. These locks mean we can only read the first entry. Still, the symbol intrigues me. Say, Professor, maybe somebody in that antique shop over there can tell us something about it. Excellent idea, Luke. Let's begin our investigation there. The old diary option has been added to the trunk. Our 8th mystery. The Professor and Luke decide to visit the local antique shop. See that, we've got an old diary here. There was a lot of entries. Well, let's get reading. I met the most enchanting girl at the ball we held last night. These parties are usually a complete bore, but her presence changed all that. As the Duke's son, the unfortunate reality is that most people are overly polite and fawning towards me. This girl was warm and real, and treated me like she did everyone else. It was very refreshing indeed. I do hope to see her again. So we have to find those keys? Point obtained. Wants us to go in there. I'm just wondering if anyone has now appeared. Places further back. Like this dude here. Welcome to Folsense, where you can dream big and make those dreams a reality. Want to get stinking rich? In Folsense, making a huge fortune is child's play. Let me guess, you two came here to get your hands on some of that Herzen money, am I right? What Herzen money? Came all the way here and you don't know about the Herzen fortune. That's rich, pal. Here's the story. A long time ago, the big cheese here in Folsense, Duke Herzen, found the mother of all gold deposits. There was so much gold you couldn't spend it in a lifetime. Then not too long ago, the old man croaked and now his money sits abandoned in his castle. How's that for an interesting story? Quite, however, we're not here for treasure. Rather, we seek an item known as the Elysian Box. You may also have heard it referred to as Pandora's Box. Pandora's Box? Isn't that a novel? I can't really help you, to be honest. Don't even give me a puzzle, do you? Nope, I can't really help you there. Doesn't want to in the slightest. Still no one's at the train. Yeah, not a soul in sight. We must proceed with the investigation. Did find someone though. Just he wasn't what we were looking for. Oh, I think I entered the antique shop without trying to. And found a certain someone. Xiaomi is here. Wonder if this mirror is valuable. Better be careful. These soft lights match the shop's mood perfectly. We're looking for a puzzle up here. Or down here. Exactly the kind of chair in which to read a good book. No puzzle. Just a Xiaomi. Inspector Xiaomi, where did you come from?
I took the words right out of my mouth, laddie. Wasn't expecting to see you two in a place like this. After some fieldwork in Dropstone, I was able to deduce that this town and the Elysian Box are linked. Dr. Schrader had stockpiled quite the stack of research on the Elysian Box. The criminal I'm in pursuit of more likely than not killed the doctor to get his hands on the box. So instead of chasing the man, I decided to chase the box. When I find it, I'll find the culprit.
Wow, that's a solid bit of reasoning there. I didn't think Inspector Xiaomi was that sharp.
Did you say something, lad?
No sir, not a word.
Good, because I've got no time for idle chit-chat. I've got a murderer to catch and cart back to London. Come on, bud, we're leaving. I mean, yes, sir.
Just leaving in the blink of an eye. Good day, are you out shopping for anything in particular? I apologize, but we're not here to shop today. There are a few things we'd like to ask you about, however. Firstly, there's this book we found. We were also wondering if you'd ever heard of an antique known as the Elysian Box.
Oh dear, here we go with that box again. You know, you're the third person to ask about it today.
The third?
Those two detectives you saw were just asking about it, and half an hour ago there was a young lady. She seemed interested in knowing whether anyone had been searching around town for the box.
Can you describe this young lady?
Oh, she was quite the beauty. She wasn't a local, but she had a face that seemed somehow familiar. Oh, and the officers. Well, they said they were here on an official police investigation. I'll tell you what I've told everyone today. I wish I could help, but this box you're after is news to me. One of my customers, I forget who, mentioned something about the box having quite a history behind it. If the thing was ever in Folsense, it could have been in the Herzen Museum. I suggest you check there. Where might we find this museum? Just look for the big building in the middle of town on the north side. The museum houses a wealth of documents celebrating the history of our town. This is all extremely useful. Thank you for the suggestion. We'll be sure to pay the museum a visit. Oh, before you run off, did you mention that you'd also found a book? Yes, that's right. Please feel free to take a look at it. Quite an unusual construction for a book of its age. Lovely work and very rare, I'd say. Would you happen to know anything about this symbol on the book's cover? I was just about to comment on how familiar that symbol seems, though it has no significance I'm aware of. I must confess what drew my eyes to the book was its locks. Old gadgets of this sort always fascinate me. Its construction is very basic, so you might be able to open the locks with any old key you can find. As a matter of fact, here, why don't we see if this one does the trick? Think of it as my way of thanking you both for showing me something interesting. Many thanks, my good man. Right, we got a diary key. Oh, it's too bad we didn't find out more about that book. Certainly would have been nice, but we'll have to put the book aside for now. It's time to pay a visit to the Herzen Museum. Professor and Luke decided to visit the Herzen Museum. Alright, I reckon you've probably got a puzzle for me, sir, but considering you just opened this up... Specifically the next page? I had the great fortune of bumping into that girl from the ball again today. She's the daughter of some fancy lord or another, and it shows. Her intellect is matched only by the grace she displays. To be honest, I'm quite taken with her and have already started courting her. However, I fear that father seems less than pleased with the idea. Why is it a bit of a different colour? That's the real question, isn't it? So I think that brings to an end our first session of this so far. Supposedly I have hint coins 31 out of 63, so I must have used a fair bit. It tells me how many I've used. Not being too great for that, I guess. Supposedly I'm at a percentage rate of 48 out of 61 first tries for puzzles, supposedly. But then hint coins surely should take away from that number as well. Total score is building up. And we have most of our mysteries now seen. Of course, we still need to figure out what's going on with Kadia. Where's she headed? Probably here. Is this the girl that's being courted? Is this the girl that's being talked about in the diary? We have a mysterious place in the dilapidated station. Rundown train station transforms into a gleaming, ornately decorated building right before their eyes. What caused a sudden change to the station's appearance? Is there glamours going on here? And we got Beluga, who's searching for something as well, along with Sammy, working him to the bone. Working Tammy like a dog, as it said. With 2 mysteries solved, 2 still to find, and 10 total to complete. Yeah, we save things up here. I wonder what is next in our adventure. More puzzles to do, more puzzles to see. A hamster to keep training up. A camera that's not far from being complete. Just need like 1 or 2 more little bits to it. And we will be sorted. So with that said and with that done, we leave you for our first over a week of Professor Layton and Pandora's Box. Join me next time for more, where we'll be starting with hopefully a fresh brain, so the puzzles will be going smooth sailing for, like, you know, the first few episodes, the first few hours. And then the degradation begins. Maybe I'll be cleverer, I don't know. We'll find out next time. Until then, I say, bye-bye.